So basically, it's going through the okra here, and notice the ants are swarming on a couple things here, and those are aphids. And I remember this problem last year with the okra. So what I'm going to do actually is I'll be spraying this plant with the neem oil and the Dr. Bronner soap. I'll be spraying all of these plants actually. And then I'm going to go through back after that, after we've killed them, because it doesn't take long to kill the aphids with this, and we're going to wash it down with this water. Very, very pinpointed. And the reason we're going to do that is because we found that leaving the neem oil on the plants actually damages the plant's growth. It shrinks it, it dwarfs it, and the leaves don't grow up out of the center real nice because they get burned. So we're still going to use the organic stuff, but we have to wash it off. So that's what we're going to do. So just for getting in here, to make sure there's no aphids on, you want to shoot underneath the leaves, shoot around the stem, because they like to gather on the meaty part, especially when it's fresh. And anyway, so you want to get that real good, and then we're going to come in here in a little bit and we're going to spray it down with the other stuff. So there's some ants in here, and you can see there's some aphids on the back of this leaf. Sorry if I'm not doing video well here. So we're killing both the aphids and the ants, and we'll come back through and wash it clean. Okay, so I've sprayed neem oil and Dr. Bronner's peppermint soap all over these plants and on the undersides of their leaves and stuff. So now I'm actually going in with a high pressure, kind of pinpoint, just pure water to wash off the neem oil and the aphids and all that nonsense. So you can't leave the neem oil on there, and water's really good for the plants. I've been adopting this strategy the last few days with my squash plants, and they're doing much better. Anyway, so there we go. Got to go through the whole row like that. But it's awesome. Keeps the bugs off, keeps them healthy. So here's just a couple examples of what happens when you use the neem oil and you leave it on your plants and you spray too much of it. Neem oil and Dr. Bronner's peppermint soap. My guess is that the neem oil is what's burning the leaves in the middle of the day for sunburn on them. It's kind of like you putting on oil and then laying out in the sun too long. So this is a pretty dramatic example. You can see the leaf from the same plant underneath, like how great they look. Well, that one's a little bit rough. That got burned too, but so you can see the burning there. Now, and this is an example of one that's, I think, in good recovery since I've stopped using the neem oil on the plants. Gosh, I really am bummed that I have to stop using the neem oil because it kills them so fast. But you can see how the leaves are smaller. This plant right here is the same age as these other plants, but it got stunted because of the neem oil and the burns on the leaves. So if we look down inside there, we can see though that it's healthy and happy. You can see there's new growth down in there, and it's doing well. So you can recover from it. You got to trim off sometimes some of the bad stuff to make the juice not go into the bad leaves and rather go into the good ones. It takes time to get the new leaves in. But anyway, patience, that's what we do as gardeners. And we also are so happy when we're rewarded with wonderful fruits like this. So I'm probably going to pick those and eat them today.